Hey there, coming up is an interview I did with the CEO of Chrysler, Chris Feuell. This was at an event to celebrate the brand's 100th anniversary. So we went over a little bit of the company's history and talked about what makes Chrysler Chrysler. But I think the last third of this interview is really the most important part. Chris shares a few details about updates coming to the Pacifica minivan and talks about the first all-new model coming to the brand since that Pacifica launched in 2017.
Hey all, thanks for joining us today. I am joined by Chris Feuell, the CEO of the Chrysler brand and Alfa Romeo for North America. So thank you for joining me today, Chris.
Great to be with you, Sean.
Yeah, and we're here today celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Chrysler brand. Wow, I mean, seems like quite the accomplishment. It's not every day that a car brand can say they're celebrating their 100th anniversary.
Or any brand for that matter. We're among a very elite but small group of companies and brands that are fortunate to have the strength to make it 100 years.
So obviously we're looking at some of the iconic cars from Chrysler's past. What are some of the pillars of the Chrysler brand for you? What makes Chrysler Chrysler, kind of?
You know, Walter P. Chrysler founded the company on the promise of delivering innovative vehicles that are really well engineered with the highest level of quality, beautifully designed, all at an affordable price. And I think we've stayed true to that promise over the last 100 years. And it's something that we also want to stay true to in the next 100 years. Speaking of the pillars, and I talked a little bit about this earlier, it really comes down to 4 pillars that really embody what Chrysler brand has represented over the last century. And the first one's around innovation. All of these innovative products and concept vehicles and features and technologies like the Hemi V8, automatic transmission, the turbine car that have proliferated over the last 100 years are really iconic vehicles. You know, the economic impact, the second pillar, in terms of how much Chrysler, as one of the original big 3, have done to really building the automotive industry in the Americas, but as well as globally, providing jobs, manufacturing excellence, and just really growing this industry. You know, and resilience, of course. Chrysler's had its ups and downs over the last century, but you know, we've persevered and continue to evolve and really build the brand into something special that's even better. And you know, fourth is we're always going to be focused on our customers as we think toward the future. You know, 42 years ago, we created the segment that became the minivan segment. And I'm really proud to be able to say that, you know, when that segment evolved, it was a true testament to being focused on the customer, because we saw unmet needs for, you know, a family vehicle that could fit in your garage, that was safe and versatile and flexible. And to this day, Chrysler Pacifica continues to be the leader in the minivan segment.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said earlier, 15 million plus sold. So obviously very, very important for the brand.
That's right.
And you even brought out a 100th anniversary edition of the Pacifica. So
yes,
just kind of
yes.
building on that a little bit more.
We're opening orders for the 100th anniversary Pacifica this month, and it's got beautiful special graphite wheels and paint accents that will be offered in red, white, and blue exterior paints with a special 100th anniversary emblem. And we're just really excited to be able to celebrate our 100-year anniversary, not only with awesome events like this, where we're driving classic vehicles through time, as well as our current vehicles, but to have a special edition to really commemorate and celebrate the event.
Yeah, and you, moving on from that, he kind of made a little bit of a headline recently talking about the desire to do a vehicle kind of based off the Halcyon concept.
Yes, yes. So we revealed the Halcyon last year, and it was so well received, and it really gave us the confidence that there's something to be said about creating a car that is beautifully designed with very thoughtfully integrated technology for real life and a versatile interior that allows you the flexibility to carry both people and cargo. And I really believe that there's going to be a resurgence in the car segment for the fact that they get the best of all worlds with the versatility that you might only see in a crossover today, but with the beauty of a car at an affordable price, which, as I mentioned before, is really core to what Chrysler brand has been all about for the last 100 years.
So is that what gives you confidence for the brand going forward?
What gives me confidence in the brand going forward is, we've got a really strong foundation, certainly with the Pacifica, and a very large owner base that has been loyal to Chrysler. But what excites me about the future is the new products that we have coming. And we'll have a freshened Explorer launching early next year that has a beautiful front end redesign that's inspired by the Halcyon concept. So you will be blown away. It looks very different from the Pacifica that you see today. A lot of really thoughtful and beautiful upgrades to the interior, as well as an upgraded infotainment system and a new plug-in hybrid system that will continue to deliver game-changing electric range and terrific performance. In 2027, following the launch of the freshened Pacifica, we'll be launching our first new vehicle in almost 20 years. And that will be a D-size crossover that's built off of the Stella Large platform, which is similar to the vehicles that are coming out for Jeep with the Wagoneer S and the new Cherokee. It will launch with a hybrid engine and be fully multi-energy, which is a departure from the strategy that I announced a couple of years ago, where we said that we were intending for Chrysler to be all battery electric. We're pivoting to a combination of gas, hybrid, and battery electric offerings to really give customers the freedom of choice based on what their needs are.
Well, that's super exciting. To get some truly new, fresh product to the brand has got to be just awesome for you. And I just wish you the best going forward.
Thanks, Sean. We're really excited about Chrysler's future and look forward to not just celebrating all of the great milestones over the last 100 years, but what the next 100 years have in store for Chrysler.
Yeah, Chris Feuell, CEO of the Chrysler brand. I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sean.
And just real quick before I wrap this video up, as you probably know, Stellantis has a new CEO, Antonio Filosa. With sales and profits down sharply, there's been a lot of speculation about what will happen with all of Stellantis' 14 brands. And with only one model in its lineup, which doesn't sell in massive numbers, Chrysler really doesn't provide all that much to the company's bottom line. So that's why I was kind of surprised at the confidence and certainty to which Chris Feuell spoke about getting an all-new crossover or SUV and possibly a sedan in the future. That's a pretty good indication to me that at least some styling and development is underway, and I really meant it when I said I wish the brand the best going forward.